Oh, she freaking went calling the cops. Dude, I ain't done nothing wrong.
All right, guys, we have a video that was sent to me. In this video, we're going to show why exactly you're not supposed to talk to police. In my opinion, it's by miracle this guy didn't go away in handcuffs. I got to tell you guys, this guy basically had to explain himself to 3 different officers. One officer comes and talks to him and leaves, goes to the huddle. Another officer comes back, asks more questions, and then another officer. This guy has to explain himself over and over again. We're going to call this video the fish that got away because the cops were definitely fishing on this one. You guys watch this video from the John Spears channel. I'm going to drop the link in the description and in the pinned comment. Make sure you guys go give him the credit that he deserves. Let's get right into it, folks.
Your hands.
I got my hands right here.
Okay. Listen to me. Just turn around. Look, I'm just gonna take it out for your safety and mine. Okay?
Yeah, go ahead. I
Just
have no problem
you
with
got
that.
your ID on you?
Yes, I do.
You got your ID?
Yes, I do. This is freaking ridiculous, man.
Mr. John, I'm Trooper Lopez, State Police. We advise that you was brandishing that weapon and intimidating the employees in there.
They're lying. My son-in-law's
Listen to me. Listen to me. I'm just letting you know, okay? First of all, you got a concealed carry permit?
No, sir.
So you just open carry?
Yes,
okay.
sir.
If you're gonna open carry, I think you need to do to control your attitude a little bit because I can see you frustrated right now. Okay? Listen to me. Over some food.
Yeah, but I'm not.
Okay? Listen, so let me tell you something. Pull up straight into that parking lot, or can you go straight? We're gonna get out the
No,
job.
I'll have to cut it a little bit that way.
We're gonna pull up straight right there to that parking spot, all right?
Okay.
You guys need other numbers?
No, sir.
Okay.
That's fine. Larry gonna know. Larry gonna know. I know Larry. Watch. Brandishing a firearm. Are you serious?
It's holstered, so like,
Number 1 is holstered. Number 2,
yeah.
nothing was done till I stood up and got out. You know, all I did was stand up outside the truck to tell them about the order. Where was there a brandishing at? This is flipping ridiculous, man. I would never do business with Larry's McDonald's over here again. I can tell you that right now. Never. Now see, now they all coming to the door over there, looking out the door. They're gonna tell the state police that I brandished a weapon. My weapon was holstered on my side where I always keep it. I've never pulled my weapon out. But that's what they're gonna call the state police and tell the state police that I was brandishing a weapon and threatening.
Mr. Spears,
Yes, sir.
how you doing? Lieutenant Simon of the New Iberia Police Department, okay?
Oh, I was doing all right.
All right, so I want to ask you a few questions. But obviously there was some allegations made, okay? So before I ask you any questions, I'm advised you of your rights. This doesn't mean you're under arrest. Doesn't mean you're going to jail. I just want to make sure you understand your rights and you protect it, okay? All right, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you're not afforded to hire an attorney, one will be appointed to represent you before any questions if you wish. And you can decide at any time to exercise these rights, not make any statements or answer any questions. You understand your rights?
Yes, sir.
All right, having your rights in mind, you still wish to speak with me?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to if I'm planning on getting my firearm back.
You don't have to. I'm asking you, want to speak with me and answer my questions?
Yes, sir, I will.
All right, what's going on?
I placed a mobile order.
Okay,
Everything said it went through. I drove all the way over here from where I live,
all right.
parked over here, did the whole deal on the deal. It said, oops, there's a problem, you need to come inside. So I walked inside, doors are open. I walked inside, the lady says, I'll be with you in 1 second. Somebody else comes from around the corner, whispers in her ear, and then she says, oh, our lobby closed. Our lobby closed. I said, well, I'm just picking up my order. Our lobby closed. You're gonna have to go through the drive-through. Okay, I come around to the drive-through. I stopped. She asked me at the sign up there because they kept sticking their head out the window right here. So she asked me when I got to the order sign. She asked me, "Are you the one with the mobile order?" I said, "Yes." What's the code? I gave her the code. I still waited another 5 minutes for all these cars to pull up and come over here. And then I get to the window and she asked me for the code. I gave her the code again. And she said, well, I don't see it. What was it? So I explained to her what the code, what was on the order. And then she was like, she kept, you know, trying to lean, the manager lady I'm talking about, she kept leaning in trying to hear me because they got that plexiglass and you only got this little bitty spot to talk through.
Right.
Okay? So I was leaning out my window and my diesel truck's loud and I didn't turn it off because sometimes it cranks, sometimes it don't. You know, and I didn't want it to not start running in the drive-through.
Right.
You know? So I didn't turn it off. And I told her, I gave her the code number again. I even showed her the phone. You know, I took the phone and held it up there and showed it to her. And she said, well, it's not showing up on our end, so you got to cancel your order and reorder through the window. I said, okay, whatever. So then I went through my phone, because my son-in-law's in the truck with me. Went through my phone and we canceled the order. And all I did, may I walk to right here and show you what I did?
Yeah, just don't get in the vehicle.
No, I was sitting in the driver's seat, okay? And because we were having problems communicating, all I did, I was sitting in the driver's seat, I stepped out and I did like this. I just turned just like this to where I could be at the window. And all of a sudden, all three of them took off running. And then they never came back. They started poking their head around the corner like this and they kept doing like that. And then all of a sudden, two other people looked around the corner. Well, yeah, I'm starting to get aggravated because I got family at my house waiting for food. You know what I'm saying? And all they had to say from the start was, "Hey, your order didn't go through or whatever." But just the aggravation of going inside, and she didn't even, like I said, I'm probably because she saw my gun. I open carry. I open carry. It's right here.
Okay. It was on your hip when you went inside?
Yes, I open carry everywhere I go.
And again, at the drive-through window?
Well, yeah, because like I said, with
not
just that,
illegal,
I'll
I'm just
show you.
asking.
No,
I'm trying
if
to
you
get
want me to
some
show you how I
understanding.
carry it, I can show you how I carry it since there's nothing in it.
I got an understanding.
You know, and that's it. I mean, I carry it to Walmart. I carry it everywhere I go.
All right, so at no point were no threats made, the firearm
No,
was removed from the
never.
holster, nothing like that?
Dude, I don't even keep one in the chamber because I don't want an accident to go off. It's not even, you know what I'm saying? I got it in the clip. I don't keep one in the chamber because I don't want it to get bumped. You know, people say, oh no, it can't, you know, blah, blah, blah. It's in the whole, no. I done seen people shoot themselves in the butt from sticking it in their back pocket. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
So,
hang out by the back of your truck right here.
yes, sir. So, like
Just a few minutes.
I said, I don't even keep one in the chamber,
Registered
man.
to you, right?
Sir?
Firearms registered to you?
Yes, it is.
All right, I'm guessing this man feels like he just explained himself to the first officer. And now check out what this other officer is about to say. They're always fishing, folks. They're always trying to get you to incriminate yourself. This second officer just heard the man explain himself. Now he's going to go the extra mile to try to get the man to convict himself. Pay attention, folks.
You gotta understand how it looks. A bunch of girls, right? You're not a small dude,
I understand, and you know what?
and that's why
I wasn't even thinking about it
Yeah.
because I wear it all the time.
right. And
You
you're
know?
you're used to it. I'm used to it. I wear mine all the time, right?
Right.
They're not, and that's why they kind of just acted the way they did, and we had to respond accordingly. If you understand that.
I do, but maybe they need to be trained on what the
Well,
open carry is. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah.
I understand that point too, because right
Yeah.
now, especially with the junk that's done happened in Texas and
Oh, yeah.
you
It's
know
everywhere.
up there in Baltimore and everywhere, I understand that too. You know,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. And look, tone goes a long way. You know what I'm saying? I know you're irate, a little heated. I get it.
to tell you the honest truth, I really wasn't heated until I saw y'all lights come up, and that's
Okay.
when I'm like, I figured it out then. Because I turned to my son-in-law and I said, they flipping called the cops on us. And when I did like
Well, we
this,
just happened to be in the parking lot.
well, yeah, we saw y'all standing over.
Yeah.
So when I did like this, because I said, they called the cops. And I did my hand like that. That's when
And
that's
yeah.
when they kicked my gun. And I told him that. I told my son-in-law, his dad's a firefighter here in town.
Okay.
I told my son-in-law, I'm like, dude, they called the cops. I guarantee it's because they saw my gun. When I stepped out and they saw the gun.
And you can't blame them for that. I mean,
You know?
like you said it yourself, with everything going on now,
Yeah,
you can't blame them.
and I
But
do, you know. I mean, and let me tell you, if they would have if they noticed it when I walked in the front door, and that's why they were saying the front end's closed. Okay, if they would have said, and I'm getting this, I guess it's because it's just the way I was raised. If they would have said, "Hey, you can't bring a firearm in here," I'd have
That'd been a
turned right
different
around
story,
and brought
right?
it, gave it right back to my son-in-law.
yeah, we could. Hey, but we can what if it all night. We're
Right,
here
right.
now. We're here
Oh
now.
yeah. I totally agree. You know, but no, it was. Dude, I was never raised that way. I've been around guns all my stinking life.
Yeah, probably had one before you can even stand.
Yeah.
I remember when I was a kid, I had a 20 gauge shotgun on the barbed wire because I couldn't lift it. And that's when I was shooting it. That's how I was shooting it. But,
Dude, 410s used to knock me on my butt back in, when I was a little bitter,
Oh, yeah. We
But
all did it.
raised most of my life in North Louisiana, hunting and fishing, in the woods. We lived in the woods.
yeah.
I'm talking about Gina,
You mean like
Louisiana.
southern Arkansas?
I don't know if you know where Gina, Louisiana is at, but dude, it's about an hour north of Alexandria in the woods, And that's all we did, dude.
That's all there is to do over there.
But I know things. We talk about that all the time. We talk about that all the time about things. Man, when I went to high school, we had a gun rack in the truck.
Yeah.
With a shotgun and a
Very
rifle
common.
in that joker,
Right, 'cause after you got out of school, you're going hunting. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I know. Well, look, just hang tight right here for me.
Yes, sir.
All right, guys, we're going to call this part of the video Mistaken Bacon. You're going to hear exactly what this officer is going to say. You see, the videographer already spoke to a couple different officers and told them exactly what happened. Obviously, they're over there in a huddle trying to figure out if they can charge this man with anything. You'd think by now they'd figure out that a crime hasn't been committed. It seems like they really want to take somebody to jail.
Mr. Spears,
Yes,
you
sir.
always open carry?
Yes, sir, I do.
Do you think that's a good idea? How do you normally open carry?
That's always how I open carry.
Tucked in your waistband?
Yeah, the way the holster is designed, it sits inside my pocket here, and then I keep my shirt tucked in to where
So
it's
you
visible.
you wear it like this?
Correct.
Okay. Because I could have swore when I pulled it out, it was tucked inside your waistband.
No, sir.
It was in his
It
pocket.
wasn't? It was in your pocket? Okay.
Yeah.
Like the,
I was just curious
No.
because it happened quick. I just was watching your hands most of the
I
time.
understand. No, that's the way it's designed. That's why I was telling them a while ago. I'll show you how I wear it. It pokes out. The whole top of the gun's poking out. Just like
Okay.
that is.
Because my concern is usually, you tuck this side of your shirt in.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, don't let your shirt ever cover that
Oh, no,
portion of it.
I don't.
Because then it's,
Right.
Yeah, then you conceal them.
yeah, then it becomes a totally different
Right,
issue.
because see, I had that conversation with the trooper already about having it in my pocket, but with the whole top end of it hanging out. And he said, as long as that's the case, then it's not considered concealed.
Got to see it.
Right. So that's the way I've always carried it from day one. This is normally tucked in now. It might have come untucked when I got out the truck, and it wasn't tucked in like it is right now. But I always
Did you
make
go
sure.
inside at any time?
Yes, sir. That's the first
you
thing we
was
did
inside?
because the app said that we needed to come inside because they said something about the mobile order. There was a mess up with the mobile order. So I walked inside. I walked up to the counter. The girl passed. She says, "We'll be with you in a second." She kept walking. And when next thing I know, another little girl come around and started whispering something in her ear. And then she looked around like that. And then she said, the lobby closed. Lobby closed. I said, well, I just need to pick up my mobile order. Lobby closed. You got to have to talk to our manager. And then they took off to the back. Now, because I carry all the time, I did not even think about
Excitement,
them
yeah.
seeing my gun,
Yeah,
So,
making
okay,
them aware and scared.
whatever. I come out here, I get in my truck. They said I had to go through the line. So I come all the way around. I'm waiting behind 5 or 6 cars, waiting. And like I said, I get up to the window and they're going
Now,
on and on
I'm
about
gonna ask you this as a personal question. Do you think it was the right thing to do to get excited and cause a confrontation with you holding a gun on your side with some little female McDonald employees?
Okay, well, let me explain like I explained to your officer here.
I'm just saying,
It's like I told him, I
it's
did not even get excited till I saw the blue lights pull up behind me. You can ask my son-in-law.
Oh, yeah.
I was not excited. I didn't even remember I had that because,
It's a
like I
habit.
said,
It's a
yeah, I didn't.
it's a
Even,
habit.
and when I saw the blue lights and y'all pull up behind me, I said, I told my son-in-law Chase, I said, they called the cops, and that's when I felt it. Remembered that I had it because, like I said, it's common every time I leave my house. You know what I'm saying? Every time I'm out. And then I turned to him and I told him, I said, I bet you it's because they saw my gun when I all I did was open the door and step out to where I could talk to him clearly, trying to place my order so I could go home and eat with my family.
Well, you gotta realize the totality of the circumstances right here. Like, we get a call to, he was at the front right here with a sock.
Yeah, we saw y'all with them cars when we parked in the.
So she comes knocking on my window. She's like, man, there's a man showing a gun, this and that. So what I'm thinking, in the cop's mind is, man with a gun. That's why we did what we did, and that's why I pulled you up. Because look, me personally, a lot of times, hey, as long as you keep your hands where I can see it, we good. Because I'm pretty quick too. So But you see where I'm coming from?
Right.
Due to the type of call it was, that's why I'm in this position right now. You know what I'm saying?
And that's why as soon as I saw you get out your car, that's why I had my hands up like this. And, I wasn't trying to turn away from you. I was keeping that side to you because I wanted you to see it.
Oh, yeah.
Because I figured that's what they had done. That's what I figured because I'm standing here at the window and I'm looking. I'm like, well, trying to place my order. And all of a sudden you see little heads pop out from around the corner. And then they took back. Then they took back. I wasn't even thinking about the stupid gun. You know what I'm saying? And I'm starting to get aggravated that nobody wants to come back to the window.
I guess not. You're a man with a gun.
These some little ladies, you a bigger fella.
Yeah,
They
dude,
seen
you
the gun.
6'4" with a gun. And last night, how many shootings y'all had?
We had one at 3 or 2 in the afternoon, and then one at 10.
Well,
11.
that's why I open carry everywhere I go in
No,
Liberia.
but that's why a lot of people get spooked when they see a gun. And look, I'm totally for the open carry. Like, hey, it's all right. But do you want to excite people with it? You know, like what I'm saying? And
I do. I get what you're saying, but like I said, I wasn't even excited until.
no, not you. I'm talking about you scared the
I
crap
know
out of the
you've
kid.
heard the saying before, perception is reality. So you got to think of what they're seeing.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's like I told him, I don't ever want to make a mistake. I don't keep one in the chamber. Now I watch all my CC videos, concealed carry, United States Association, all this bull.
See, if I was you, I'd get a concealed carry.
I want to, but I'm a truck driver, and it's hard for me to get in to schedule a class because I travel throughout the United States.
And you see, my thing is, and I'll tell people this, like, I'm a cop, and I see people with open carry, and if you think the criminal mind, if you're in a gas station, and this joker comes in, and he has it on his mind, he's jacked up on dope, and he's robbing this son of a bitch with a gun.
Right.
Guess who's the first person?
Sadly, folks, this video ends abruptly. There's nothing I can do about that. But the cops splaining in this video is unreal. The propaganda that these cops spew, it's embedded in their heads like worthless foam. First of all, you got paranoid workers at a place that nobody should be eating at anyways. I'm not going to mention the place because, well, you guys already know. I certainly don't eat there. And you also have this see something, say something propaganda that's out there. And people always want to call the cops on somebody, even if that somebody is not doing anything illegal. It happens over and over again. This guy's lucky he didn't get shot by the cops as soon as they walked up. This guy seemed like he's ready to talk himself out of anything. It's amazing he didn't talk himself into cuffs. You guys go over to his channel and subscribe. Hopefully he drops a follow-up video. Maybe he can let us know exactly what happened if they let him go. One more thing before you guys go. I do believe that an armed society is a safe society. I don't believe on restricting and limiting the First Amendment or the Second Amendment or any of the Bill of Rights or the Constitution. You guys were born with human rights. Those documents were written to protect those human rights. All right, folks, thank you all for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe to my channel as well. Share it with friends and family because they too will learn from this channel. We'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.